45 days ago, this car could not even drive on its own. And as of 3 hours ago, this car has completely transformed and is now ready to drive, has a full exhaust, intake, and so much more. And what better way to break in this car but taking on a 17-hour drive all the way down to Monterey, California, 4-car week. So many things could happen. We have no idea what could happen. Hopefully good things though. And hopefully that car stays true and reliable like most BMWs are.
What?
So what's up everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Behind me are a lot more cars than just my G82. In fact, there's another one of my cars going to Monterey, my newly twin-turboed Lamborghini Huracan that we're also kind of testing out because I haven't driven it too far with this setup, but I believe in Hurricane Motorsports work and I believe that this kit is going to remain faithful. We checked out everything, coolant's fine, oil's fine, turbos spin perfectly, so we should be good to go. Also, I did put a license plate on. It doesn't look as good as no plate, but it is legal. Then we got Sam's Maserati, we got Remy's newly rebuilt 720, so he's kind of testing out his car as well. We got Luke's Viper, and we have Vlad. How'd that feel though?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm sorry I woke you up. Him and I and Vlad all spent the entire night working on the G82 to get it running for today. We did not sleep at all. I promise you, we did not sleep a single minute. All right.
Okay.
Apparently my intake filter just fell off. Oh, just the filter fell off. Okay. That's not bad. It should be fine. As long as it didn't get knocked by a car, we'll be okay. First issue was the Lambo, not the G82.
You got so lucky, brother. You're chilling.
Oh, sheesh. That's my bad. I pulled them off earlier to see if the turbos are...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not going off now. Thank you for saving it.
You're welcome.
Thank you for calling me. When I saw the hazards, I thought it was the G82. I thought something was wrong.
Yeah. How did he get it from the street, bro?
I know, from the highway too. He got it off the highway. That's some real friends right there. It feels crazy, huh?
I don't think I've ever experienced anything like this.
Well, we are now 5.5 hours away from our hotel in San Francisco, and then we only have 3 hours after that to get to Monterey. However, I have some bad news. We already have a casualty on the G82. It took a few hours, but it eventually happens. The windshield cracked. Now, after talking to Trevor, he told me that apparently the G80, G82, and G87 windshields are super, super fragile. Like someone was smacking a bug inside their car like this and cracked their windshield. So it happens, it's whatever. Luckily, my car doesn't have self-driving mode, which means that it should be a little cheaper to replace. But yeah, we should have put the stack windshield PPF on it, but I didn't even think we were gonna have the car ready until 4 hours before we left today. How was your road trip experience in your freshly rebuilt 720?
Incredible.
You know, this whole YouTube video is about testing out that car, and I haven't driven it once, but it looks sexy. Look at that color at night. Holy. Tanzanite blue, one of the best colors BMW's ever made. Now this is the casualty. As far as my work is concerned, nothing is compromised yet. Everything's been pretty good. However, the front lip got a crack in it. Right there. Don't know who's the culprit of that one, but it's very hard to see, but there is that faint crack right here. And it goes all the way. It's very, very thin, so it's not that big of a deal, but there is a crack in the windshield now. Also, this car just picks up bugs like no other. It picks up bugs almost as much as a truck because of how big this front end is. you couldn't already tell, a lot of people were driving the GA2 aside from me. Mainly Anil and my friend Vlad, who the night prior didn't even sleep because they were helping me rebuild the G82. And well, as the night wore on, Vlad started to drive and he proceeded to get pulled over.
Yes, sir. Well, we just got pulled over. The officer said he clocked us going 93 miles an hour. He was going the opposite way, and so I explained to him what happened. Hopefully he is feeling good today, because it's very unfortunate. Hey, I have another surprise for you, brother. I just got pulled over. I have the insurance if he needs it.
What kind of gas you running in this thing, man?
91.
91?
Yeah.
You want to shut it off? That way you keep on burning gas?
Yeah. I hope it shuts off.
Whose car is it?
Jake Schnatter. He's one of my boys. He's a YouTuber. I can show you his social media if you want. Maybe you're familiar. He's that skinny white kid with the Lamborghini, the Supra.
Really?
Yeah. Here, let me see. Nah, he's brother. He's got that 101 Corvette. This is him. He's 24 years old.
I'm sending you for driving over 65 miles an hour, which is the closest speed limit here on the highway. Signing the red box here on the bottom, next to the X. This is not an admission of guilt. You're only making a promise you can take care of this on that day, okay?
Yep,
Alright.
so you're gonna give me a copy? Thank you, I appreciate that, sir.
Well, good morning. It is now the next day and the GT2 is here, but let's go ahead, turn on this car. I greased the turbos because we were shooting so many flames. I don't want them to overheat. So now we should be good for the rest of the Monterey trip, unless we do flame map, which I think is gonna happen more often than we think. And Anil is still sleeping, so I'm going to do the honors and get us a cold start. And here's where the problems with the GA2 began, and you'll find out how bad they got towards the end of this video. But for now, the second day was the start, and that was with the brake fluid. The brake fluid was low, and I thought maybe since we drained every single ounce of brake fluid, maybe after topping everything off and bleeding the system, the car worked out some more brake fluid. So we topped it off with some more DOT4 brake fluid and thought nothing of it. This thing sounds insane in the tunnels. Holy! Like, just look at that car. From the back especially, it's one of the best looking rear ends I've seen on a BMW. How's the car? Fast. Feels good? Everything's good? Not bad. My first time fixing a car like that. Now there are more issues to follow, but until those happen, we are almost at Monterey Car Week. And when we got there, we had to hit In-N-Out and then 17-mile drive and then circle back to In-N-Out. If I told you a year ago.
I was just thinking that.
Well, now this is Car Week. Does this make more sense to you?
Car Week, yeah.
Yeah?
This is great.
This is like the normal cars here. So we got like a 765, we got a GT3 RS, and then there's another 765, there's an Largo 812. But all of these cars are like what would be like the STIs in Spokane. Alex peer pressured me into doing a flame tune.
Sorry.
If I get in trouble, you get in the driver's seat and they'll give you the ticket, okay?
That's no problem, but no habla English. I'm illegal.
That old guy caught me off guard. I thought he was the owner of the In-N-Out and was mad. And then he's like, do that again. Hopefully he was the owner of In-N-Out because it'd be cool to do that at night. Because as we know, the flames are a lot bigger at night because they're just so blue. And here we are. 17-mile drive. $12.50 to get in. Look at all the people just standing there watching. Oh, another green 610. Like the color! How's it going?
Yo, no way,
Nice to
bro.
meet you, bro.
Yo, no way, bro. I was sitting my girlfriend. Yo, I was like, yo, if that YouTuber is here, I'll be like, I'm taking a picture with them. Dude, and I saw you and I was like, yo, I think that's Jake.
We can definitely get a picture, bro.
Dude,
Good grill exhaust.
good, right?
Good grill exhaust. Well, that was crazy, but I gotta flash my car right now. I forgot to flash it. I was just talking to people. So we're flashing. Looks like we have plenty of time though, because not all the cars are leaving yet. Clear codes. Come on, baby. Come on. Codes completed. Just in time. This area is so cool because there's so much fog from the coast that it's like always misting. And it's always 60, 70 degrees during car week, at least from my experience. And it's just so nice. The cars are happy because it's not too hot, and I'm happy because it's not too hot. I have a feeling there are a lot of people here because I've never been to this In-N-Out and had to stop way back here. All right, now we're starting to get some codes. The brake light again. I wonder if it's just slowly burping the system because it did have nothing in it. No.
Empty?
It's full. Okay. Breaking news. Trevor J. Elam is handicapped.
My mom says I'm special, but who's it?
Look at that. Shouting out the main channel and the second channel. And after an eventful night, the G82 issues continued the next morning. All right, last night when we pulled up to the Airbnb, the G82 had like 35 codes. So we gotta figure out what's going on. Tank level, so this is for the car. It says there's a deviation between consumption and level change. Tank level, group error, signal, electronical. So ever since we rebuilt the car, the level has been changing. It'll go from 10 miles of range all the way to 100 miles of range, but then once it gets low enough, it'll start being accurate. I'm wondering if maybe the sensor is fried, but that would make zero sense because we didn't mess with it and it's in the tank. But we're gonna go ahead and delete the codes. Done. It's not a huge deal. I mean, it's the fuel tank. As long as we have fuel in it and we get fuel regularly, we're gonna be fine. It also could be something weird. When we rebuilt this car, it wouldn't turn on. I unplugged the DME, plugged it back in, and it turned on. But then it wouldn't start. And then I had to unplug DME again and turn it back on, and then the car cranked and it was good. So it could just be a thing where we have to take the car home, take the DME out, send it off to stage 4 tuning and get tuned, and by the time it gets back, we'll have no codes. We'll find out. The sounds are nuts. Just wait till we get the transmission fixed. This thing is gonna move. Now Remy was just talking about how surreal it is that we are at Monterey Car Week with supercars. And I was like, yeah, while also getting breakfast, and our breakfast consists of frosted mini donuts and Red Bulls. Look at that. 32,521 miles. We have officially passed 10,000 miles of ownership, and we're in August. September, October, November. We hit 10,000 miles on this car in 9 months. That's over 1,000 miles a month. That's pretty nuts. That thing's clean. I need myself an R34 one day. Crazy event going on right now though. Look at all the people. Got a Revuelto front and center. It's pretty sick. And this is just Thursday. Heck? An Aston Martin on TEs. I have never seen that before. That actually looks pretty clean. Now Matthew just pulled up and he brought me my watch. So when I put his exhaust on, he gave me a Rolex and I forgot it at his house. And I didn't want to mail it to my house, so instead I was like, hey, you're gonna see me at Car Week, so let's bring it now. So inside we got my Rolex Daytona. Thank you for bringing it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, dude.
Next time you get another car, I'll get grill exhaust on it and you can give me your AP next, okay?
Yeah.
All right. It's time to put Matthew inside the twin turbo Lambo for the first time. Have you ever gotten into one of these cars before?
No, I've never even seen one in person.
Really? Okay, well you gotta be very careful, don't hurt it, because it's not like you could afford it or anything if you broke it.
No, I know.
570S. At one point in time, I wanted to get Jack Doherty's wrecked 570S, but he destroyed that thing. It had a certificate of destruction, which means even if I rebuilt it, I would never be able to register it. So instead of that, I bought a wrecked G82. Bump and go.
Jesus Christ.
The sounds, dude.
This thing sounds crazy.
The sounds are just so fun.
It feels crazy too.
The shifts are what make it feel even more crazy because it feels like you're in a manual car where it's faster than it is. Once I get my transmission fixed, this thing is just going to move and not let off. After getting to hang out with my good friend Matt, my wife and I went out to dinner. We took the G82 and the Huracan, and then that night we went to a car meet and found some familiar faces. That deer is scared. Oh! And that is why you pay attention while you drive. Because the last thing I want to do is do a rebuild series on this thing. Some Carrera GT action. Look at this. Just some random parking lot. Come over here and you see a Bugatti Chiron. Why is this just some random parking lot? Oh, there's Spencer. What's up? Aventadors have such a presence. Need one.
Oh my god, so that's the Topinator. And that's a supercharger?
We got it in the whole front.
Panel gap's the exact
Did you paint
same.
the hood? Let me guess. Yeah, you did.
Re-cleared it.
Yeah. Looks like a rebuilt title. Oh my god. That's so crazy. Oh my god. who it is.
What's up?
What's up?
Finally, bro. I felt like I was never gonna get here, dude.
I know, dude. You took forever. Okay. That's blow your eardrums out loud.
I did it because you told me you wanted to do a rap battle, remember?
Yes, we're still gonna do that. Yeah, that looks crazy.
All right, now that Nick's here, our next stop is In-N-Out. Tonight is supposed to be a lot more popping than last night. Diablo SV?
Look who it is!
Whole different tax bracket. He's not moving.
Okay, this is what I've been waiting for this entire night. We got Nick's R8, we got my Huracan, we got Keller's R8. We're about to do a flame off. Keller, I think you're gonna win.
I don't know. My flames aren't that big. They're like, they're little.
You're just as modest as Nick.
Get the turbos in frame.
Bro!
Oh my
That was such a good idea. Bro, these two cars are so loud I couldn't even hear mine.
Glass shattered. Oh my god. I'm watching them in my rear view camera.
I can see mine, yeah. Spin them. Spin them. Launch it, pussy.
Well, it's now day 3 of Monterey Car Week. The G82 is still having codes for the brakes. Don't know why. I think it's got to be some sort of sensor, because whenever you're on the brakes for a long time is when the code turns on. But it still runs fine. The engine's fine. There's no engine codes. It's just the gas tank has that code and the brakes. So that's 2 things we're gonna have to fix on the second channel when we get back home. But hopefully this thing can last another 1,300-ish miles. But today, Anil's gonna take the car. I'm gonna entrust it with him. And then later on, I'm gonna go to the McLaren party, drop my wife off. She's gonna take this car. And then later on tonight, we're gonna go to In-N-Out again. But right now, we're gonna go to 17-mile drive with Nick. Forget the hypercars, we just found a mirror.
That was a nice shot. We can see ourselves.
Ladies and gentlemen, we met up with Nick. And now we're going to head over to this place called Big Bird, which I think is on 17-mile drive. And we're gonna meet up with some people that you probably already know. You need to.
We had no idea where we're going, but Austin knows this area better than we do. Now I would follow the Regera, but I know if I follow Regera, I'm gonna be the last one to get parking, so I'd rather get parking. Because everybody will move for the hypercar. They won't really move for me. That's clean. Oh my gosh. An SF90 FXX? Oh. SF90s are taking in value. Hopefully those do too. Cause I want one. Look at this. Casual, look, everybody's just like, oh my gosh. Look at this. Now this is Ocean Ave. This is where all the cool cars go and all the people are. So. I don't think you can park there. You're too close to the sidewalk.
Hey, when you drive a GT3 RS, park where you want.
I wouldn't know about that. Just finished lunch and we're catching a Revuelta with the front end lift up. That guy's making a huge mistake. Viper GTS. Nick, Viper one day?
Dude,
is that one of the cars you want to? Really? This guy does not like American cars. He's a poser.
I'm getting into it, look.
This has been months in the making. I got my Huracan in November. You got your R8 when? December. Literally, month after I got my Huracan, he got his R8. And this is the first time we get to see them together. This is the first time we've had both our cars together while knowing each other. No. We were both at Beer Innovation last year and we didn't even know who each other was. But now we have our supercars together at Monterey Car Week for the first time.
Is this kind of like halfway between us?
Yeah, pretty much. No. I'm driving a whole lot farther. I'm
like, we can be halfway, but
I know, Oregon would be halfway, or you just bring your car up to Idaho and you have some fun in the snow.
that would be sick.
That would be sick. It's
do that.
It's only 1,000 miles, bro. And you have like 20-something thousand in your car? Yeah, exactly. I have 30,000 on mine.
You're crazy. I don't know. Maybe
you could sacrifice a few thousand miles for the snow.
It would be sick in the snow, though.
It would be.
I should go up there with you.
Yeah,
no winter.
That'd be sick. I'm just telling you. We get some like Ling Long snow tires on your car just for.
I gotta get different tires on.
Yeah, Ling Long snow tires. You had a stock wheel still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm down.
This is absolutely insane. This is just the first year we have supercars together. Next year, Maybe we'll have matching Aventadors. That would be sick.
That would be freaking sick, dude.
It'd be sick. But now the plan is we're gonna chill. I'm gonna go check out some electric cars because it's interesting. They're interesting to me. I would never get one, but they're interesting to me. So I'm gonna check out some electric cars real quick. And then tonight, Nick, Brez, TJR, me, Alex from Earth Motor Cars, and maybe a couple others are gonna meet up at Starbucks. And we're gonna try and shut down In-N-Out again. Which it's Friday, not Thursday, which means it's probably gonna be a whole lot crazier. So if that comes to fruition, I will see you in a couple hours when it's starting to get dark. Well, all the boys are tired and decided to show up on their own time, which means we're pulling up alone. Just got finished the McLaren party, got to see a W1, a P1, and an F1, which is pretty cool.
Chassis 1 of F1.
Chassis number 1 F1, so that was like a $30-40 million car, which is pretty cool. Also, if you were preying on the G82's downfall in this video, you got it. You got it. Off camera, I was pretty stressed out, so I didn't film it. The G82 dumped all of its brake fluid on the ground. The brake line that was in the accident, I never replaced because it looked fine, but there was a hairline crack in it from the accident. And over the course of constantly heating up the brakes and getting the fluid hot, as well as just braking and putting a lot of pressure into them, it popped. So we need a new brake line. Luckily there is a BMW of Monterey. However, I have no idea if they're gonna have a brake line, but we gotta go there at 8 a.m. tomorrow to check, because if we don't get a brake line tomorrow, we can't leave Monterey until like Monday, which would suck.
I think they're exhausted.
Nice car.
Aren't you 16?
Well, they shut down In-N-Out for trespassing. That's how crazy it got tonight. We weren't even able to get in. Those last clips you saw was Chili's, not even In-N-Out. So, since they trespassed everybody at In-N-Out, we're gonna go to Costco. That's the next plan, which I have a feeling is probably already shut down because we took 10 minutes to get there. So I'm just waiting for Gabe, and then we're gonna go down together. All right, how messed is it over here? Yeah, good one. Cheer!
Yeah, just tell the cops.
Man, wow. That was short-lived.
Sorry guys, they saw my story.
Now there's one thing I forgot to mention that night. The G82 not only had a punctured brake line, but it was also left abandoned in a random parking lot next to a Starbucks because we could not move it without brake pressure. So, of course, the next day was the best day of Monterey Car Week,
exhausts on Broadway. And I tried to film as best I could, and honestly, it was not the best footage, so I'm not gonna bore you with it. However, there were some cool cars that I saw, so here they are. And in the background, I was also making phone calls. Sadly, BMW, AutoZone, O'Reilly's, none of those places had a brake line that would work. However, Naughty Auto Parts said that they could have something that might work, which would save us from staying in Monterey for 2 extra days. So the next morning, after exhausts on Broadway, my wife and I took the Huracan 3 hours to Sacramento in hopes of finding the right part. And after we pick up said part, we're gonna stop in San Francisco, meet up with my friend Matthew again, grab some tools, and see if we can fix the G82. A long time no see. Here's Nor.
Only a week later.
Yeah, a week later. This might be our saving grace. I repeat, he's 95% sure this will work. This came off of an F30.
Came off an F30, but O'Reilly's, I'm quoting O'Reilly's, they said F30 is the same in terms of thread pitch as a G20, and the G20 thread pitch is the same as a G80. So I kind of just went up the chain, so this should work.
Yeah, what I think the difference is in part numbers between all the chassis is, one, this little metal piece right here is rubber on the G82, and this length might be longer or shorter than the G82, hence why I have zip ties as well. And also just the setup of all these bushings, the curves, this, that. Over the years, BMW changes designs, and this could literally be the same length, just there's no rubber on the G82, which is why the part number is different. So hopefully this will work. If this doesn't work, I am stranded in California until Tuesday. So
I'll
fingers
send a tow
crossed.
truck.
Yeah.
Let's fix it here.
But I think it's time we go ahead and head over to Matt's house, grab some tools and a jack. Definitely not gonna drop off the watch that he gave me. And then go over to Monterey and try to install this, bleed the brakes, and hopefully we can go home. Moment of truth, did the G82 get towed? There it is! Now let's fix this thing. I really hope this works. It's only gonna take a minute or two. So we're gonna need the 11. Pop it off. Where is the brake line punctured at? Oh, right there. Okay. Oh, it threads in. There's no way.
Is that bad?
That's good.
I don't know, man.
Okay, so that threads. That's pretty tight. Now, it routes pretty nicely. We might be saved. You might have a car, Anil.
Hopefully.
If you don't, you have to go back to Germany. Now, moment of truth. It threads into the caliper, but will it thread in to the brake line? Cue the dramatic music. Holy moly. We're not staying here until Tuesday, boys. It threads on. That is very good news. Thank God for Matt, or else I would have had to spend a lot more money in tools. It's on, it's tight. Now I gotta bleed the brakes to make sure it's good, but it should be fine. All right, Neil, go ahead and pump them. Good, you let go. There's no more air in that one. Go ahead and pump. See all that air? Hold. Holding. Okay. That's good. As long as you don't break this brake line, we should make it home in one piece.
Okay, I'm gonna break a different one. Can I let go?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna fly you to Germany and never let you come back. I'll deport you.
Jake is deporting me personally.
Alright, now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna try and clear this code and pray it doesn't come back.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go delete everything cleared off the dash, turn on the car. The brake light did turn on right away last time, and it's not there. I'm gonna go take it around the block, and I'll see you guys in a sec. Works. It did turn on during launch control, so let's see if it does it. It's fixed.
It's fixed.
Now don't break it again. Now a lot has happened in this video. We drove all the way down to Monterey Car Week. We had a few minor issues. This one is a minor issue that was also a major issue because we had to drive over 6 hours to get the part to fix it. But now she should be good. But I'm gonna end the video off here, but now it's time to see if we can make it home. So if you wanna see if we make it home, go to the second channel, Saturday nights, because Anil's gonna be driving this car, I'm gonna be driving that car. We might switch off from time to time, and hopefully by the end of that video, we'll be all the way back home. But if you enjoyed this one, please give it a like, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and the bell. We did it. The car is running. Aside from a couple small tweaks, she's good to be on the road. I'll see you guys next time. Drive safe.